Hey Scorpio, what's going on? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks for joining me today, guys. So I'm doing mid-month reading right now, and I always use the Starman tarot card deck, and I usually combine it with the Star Guide reading, but I found this really cool spread in the companion book for the deck. So let me do the intro. And before I start that, this deck was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork. So there's this Starman spread that says, Bowie was a shapeshifter, a person who tried on many personalities and forms. So we use the Starman spread to reveal your hidden self, to try on a new personality and claim your rightful place in the stars. So since there is like a global shift happening right now and an ascension, I think that was really just divine and perfect timing, and I want to keep that card, that I found this spread after having this deck for so long. But anyway, guys, so I hope you enjoy the reading. And I hope it resonates. And thanks, everyone, for subscribing to the channel and all that good stuff. So, Scorpio, I'm going to shuffle a couple more times here. And I did pull out a card that it was saying to me that it wanted to be read for your first card. So we'll have a look at that. Excuse me. And it's going to represent what part of you is currently outdated. This is interesting. So I'm getting phrases pushed to me right away, like the party girl, people pleasing, saying yes to more things than you're comfortable with. Three of Cups is it's a really joyful vibe, and getting together with people and being happy and having really cool connections and stuff like that. But there's an aspect of you that needs to taper that down from what I'm seeing, so that you can focus on your own goals here. And I've seen kind of this running thread, in your readings in recent history, that there might be somebody siphoning off your energy. So we're going to look at the second card here. What should you turn your attention to instead of like this people pleasing? And maybe you're going out too much, and maybe you're not succeeding to the level that you potentially could. Temperance card. So this is asking you to borrow this energy of being more centered, more grounded. And maybe you're being pressured to go in, do things that you don't want to do. Like there is such a thing as peer pressure, and when you finally just say, okay, I'll go, because you don't want people to be on your back or make you feel bad. And this is generally people that are really close to you. And for some of you, it could be your partner pushing you to go have fun instead of focusing on your goals. So there's definitely a need for a balance here for you, Scorpio, in order to reach that target that you have set for yourself. And like gently but firmly exercising your own decision-making power here. So when you start to do that, it's going to have an impact on other people, right? When you start to really follow what works for your own soul and your heart and what you really want to do. And maybe you don't want to go out to the club with your friends until 2 o'clock in the morning when you have to get up and work at 6. Or, maybe you don't want to hang out with your spouse while they're trying to get their own stuff done and leaving your stuff accumulating in the closet. There's something here that you're foregoing an aspect of yourself in favor of other people. And I'm definitely seeing being pressured to do so, and a bit of a caving, so when you start to exercise control over your own life and putting in these boundaries and saying, yeah, okay, I really love you guys, but let's kind of do this once a month instead of twice a week, or we'll do something a little bit more calm or, you know, with less alcohol, or, you know what I mean? Just really starting to rein things in, because as you mature, you know, things probably should change a little bit for you, but it's going to have an impact on the people that are influencing you right now. So let's see how others will see this new part of you. So we got the King of Swords here, and I feel like you're not going to be understood by people. You know, they're just going to go like, wow, what happened there? Like, oh, she really snapped, or he really snapped, and like, why are they being so na. Like, if people don't already understand and respect your goals right now, and understand that you have things that you need to accomplish, like some of you could be trying to write a book or start your own business, or you just have a fitness goal, or maybe you just want to sit on the couch with your dog, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, but things have been slipping a little bit here. So when you start to say, okay, that's it, people are going to interpret that as you being really cold, right? The King of Swords is this really powerful energy of high intellect. So people they're probably going to feel like you're cutting them off emotionally, which is why we have Temperance here, because I don't know, do you want to come off like the King of Swords? Do you care? Like, if you don't care, then just go for it and just say, listen, enough is enough. This is what I have to do. You guys can, whatever, go on your merry way. But if you do care what people think, maybe tone down the possessive of the boundaries here. I feel like this is really like a deja vu of going back, and where I've seen this at least within the past year, where, you know, you guys, this has come up before, and I'm really seeing where you just keep on putting somebody else ahead of yourself. And it could be because you want them to like you, which is fine, but if your friends are your friends are always going to be your friends, and your friends will support you while you pursue your goals. You know, you don't have to follow the crowd. And that is what this reading is all about. You know, you're the star, man. So how can this trait help you? I mean, if this is who you have to be in order to start setting boundaries and have people respect you, you know, what is it going to do for you? So we've got the Prince of Pentacles here. This is really interesting, you guys, because the Prince of Pentacles, he's really moving forward, but he's still staring backwards. I'm really getting the sense that there's some healing that needs to be done for you guys, so that you don't feel bad when you prioritize yourself over other people, other circumstances. It's totally okay. And I know in some cultures, and definitely for a lot of women, that's how they're programmed, right? To be brought up to always focus on other people and focus on the family. You know, you're expected to do it all, and you're expected to do things perfectly. So when you start carving out this time for yourself, you could feel a really strong melancholy that you're leaving a part of yourself behind, or people behind, or you're looking back at the perceived fallout, really letting the opinion of other people that are like giving you a hard time for moving on, because you are moving forward. You know, the universe is moving you forward on your path. You're here for a reason, and you're definitely being deterred from your soul purpose here. You're spending a lot of time looking backwards, but you're going to move forward in spite of all of this stuff. So you guys are pretty tangled here. And in your July, I think it was your July monthly read, there was something that you guys had to go and deal with. I think that was the reading called something like you had to deal with the shadows of the past. And this is what I'm seeing here. I really just see that there's some sort of mind control going on, and it could have been from your parents. It could have been from a really dominant person in school, you know, telling like gender roles. That's what I'm seeing here. You've been assigned to something, you know, by somebody and with a significant influence on your life, and it's going to be a little bit difficult for you guys to break free. So if you have to bring in King of Swords, where he's like, yeah, all gung-ho for his own path, and it's going to be hard for you. You know, anytime you change your habits or your circle, it's going to be a bit of a strain on you. But looking back at it, like with a melancholy, it's just not going to help you. It's not going to serve you for your future. So you can still do all of this and move forward. You can feel bad about it for a while, but that should go away because it's time for you to step on your own stage, right? So the next card I'm going to pull, it says, when I step on stage, what is the outcome of the show? Yeah, baby. 9 of Cups. This is where your true happiness lies. You know, so I really feel like you're giving your happiness away to other people with the 3 of Cups. So you can get some sort of attaboy or like really harken back to lessons that you learned and to some degree were implanted. And just look at mainstream culture. You know, I'm talking about women mostly because most of my viewers are women, but this does happen to men. I do have 2 adult sons, and I've seen how things can influence them and shape their mind where, you know, you don't have to follow that anymore. You're here to follow your own path. And this reading is a spotlight on you that it's time to start really severing what's holding you back and start looking out the windshield instead of the rear view. There's a lot more ahead of you than there is behind you. Okay, the cards completely stopped talking here, you guys. Really just, you've got some work to do in order to get to your path, but you do have the 9 of Cups here, which is saying that, you know, all this work that you're going to do to move forward, it's going to bring you the happiest time of your life, honestly. So I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to bounce, and you guys take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.